Hello and welcome back. I hope you're in a fall mood because today I have a quick and beginner-friendly tutorial on how to paint an oak tree in fall colors. So let's get started. First, I'm drawing my horizon line, the place where the sky and the ground meet. It's about 1/4 up on my sheet and the tree will be in the middle. I start about centimeter below the horizon line. Oak trees have short and thick trunks, so don't make it too long. I'll lightly mark the shape of the crown, which is very large and dense. I'm using a large soft brush. This one is by Paul Rubens, size 18, which will allow me to apply large, smooth brush strokes. For details, you'll need a smaller brush like size 2, 4 or 6, depending on the size of your paper and what you're used to. I'll start by wetting the entire sheet of paper. I'm using 100% cotton paper, but since I won't be doing any advanced techniques, cellulose paper will work too, so feel free to follow along if you don't have cotton paper. For the sky in my painting, I'll use royal blue. I chose this color because it's not too bright, and when mixed with yellow, orange or brown, it doesn't create green. This will be the color combo I'm using for the tree, Naples yellow and burnt sienna by Mijello, which is a bit orangey. You see that when they mix, we don't get a green color. You can also try ultramarine, warm blue. But if you're using a cooler blue like phthalo blue, you'll get a greenish hue and these two colors won't look harmonious together. If you don't have royal blue, you can add a little bit of white gouache to your ultramarine. Test it on a separate piece of paper before starting the painting. I'm spreading the water on my paper and now I can start painting. I take some pure royal blue and apply it with horizontal strokes to the upper part of the painting. By tracking it down, I naturally get this soft color gradation. You can also put something under your board to create a slope, which will help with the gradation. I take more color and repeat the same process. It's important to wipe the sides of the painting to prevent liquid that has gathered there from flowing back onto the painting. Now I take some Naples yellow. Usually I clean my palette for a new painting, but since I already have some browns and oranges here, I don't mind. I'll add more burnt sienna to the mix. The result is this pastel orange, warm yellow-brown color. Notice how thick the paint is, don't make it too watery. With that mix, I'll start filling in the shape of the crown. If your paint is spreading too much, wait a little longer and try mixing a thicker consistency. I'm adding some small dots for variety. Now I want to introduce a darker color, so I take some burnt sienna without washing my brush. I'm imagining the crown of the tree separated into smaller round shapes, so my strokes are circular. I add some of that burnt sienna to the upper parts of the crown too, with thicker paint to look darker and spread less. I'm slowly building volume and contrast with small dots. In the upper part, the painting spreads too much and looks pale, so I'll go over it again with Naples yellow. I'm blending the colors where the edges are fuzzy. Let's leave the tree for now and paint the ground using Naples yellow and maybe a drop of burnt sienna. I'm doing some simple horizontal strokes. And for the lowest part, I'll add more burnt sienna. Back to the tree, let's add darker spots to the crown using burnt sienna and some Van Dyke brown. You can use burnt umber, sepia, Mars brown, or any dark brown you have. Don't add too much, just a few spots in the lower part of the crown. Now let's darken the foreground. You can even add some lines to suggest blades of grass or other plants. This is a good time to switch to a smaller brush. I'll use a size 6 synthetic brush, which allows me to take more concentrated paint and add darker spots. Make them smaller this time. Now I'll do the same with Van Dyke brown, and we can also splatter some paint. You can cover the sky if you want, but I think it's nice if some splatters go there too. I'll add more dots now. I find this process very satisfying. You can also add some spots with Naples yellow. Let's add some details to the foreground. I'm switching to size 2 now, but you can use a liner if you prefer. With burnt sienna, I'll add some curvy strokes, like elongated commas or shooting stars. I'll add more strokes with darker brown. Now let's paint the tree trunk. I'll use Van Dyke Brown again. I take thicker paint and start applying it below the crown and a little on the left side of the trunk. I wash my brush, dab it on my towel and spread the paint. Then I take thicker paint again to add darker spots and suggest some branches. Now for the final touches. I feel like adding some birds, so I'll use Van Dyke Brown and my size 2 brush to create simple V shapes, thicker in the middle and thinner at the ends. You can add as many or as few as you like. Now I'll leave it to dry. My painting is dry now, but I feel the trunk is a bit pale, so I'll show you how to correct that. I take more Van Dyke Brown and add it to the left side and below the crown. And a bit at the base. I wash my brush, dab it on my towel and blend the color. Then I add some more lines for texture. And we're done. This is the finished painting. I hope you enjoyed painting along with me. Don't forget to tag me if you post your paintings on Instagram. If you enjoyed this tutorial, have a look at this one too. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!